Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to Full Count. That's SportsMemo's MLB betting coverage show. We come to you live every weekday, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. My friends, we're going to be covering baseball with some of the best handicappers, analysts, columnists, and sports bettors on the planet. We're going to be giving out free picks on several games for today's card and plenty of time for you taking advantage of those and get down on those free picks. I'm your host, world champion handicapper, Las Vegas' biggest daily sports bettor, Joe D'Amico. At the start of the week, we got an all-star panel. Let's bring them on board. Two leaderboard fixtures over at SportsMemo, Jesse, Schule and Rocky Atkinson. Jesse, good afternoon. Happy Monday to you.
Thanks, Joe. Good afternoon to yourself.
Always great starting the week off with Jesse. We did the early show, the First Family of Vegas show early this morning. We're both tired today, so bear with us. Rocky Atkinson, happy Monday. How was your weekend, buddy?
Hey, Joe. I had a great weekend. Hope you did too.
I did. A little tired. I'm getting old. You know, arthritis is a great thing. You're going to look forward to that someday, you young sons of guns. Anyway, guys, before we give out today's free winners, I have a few announcements. First of all, guys, we need your help. Over at SportsMemo's YouTube channel, we need to hit 10,000 subscribers. Can't do it without you. Hit that subscribe button. I'll tell you why. You're not going to want to miss any of our video content. We're going to revolutionize the sports betting industry this fall. You don't want to miss anything, but help us hit 10,000 viewers over there. Also, guys, today's Monday. You know what Monday means at SportsMemo? $9 Mondays. Go over to SportsMemo after the show. Go find your favorite capper or cappers. Most of them put up play today for just $9. I tell you again and again, the customer service over at SportsMemo is unrivaled. Also, got a couple other announcements. We're excited about the new show that kicked off Friday morning, the Family Affair Show. Every Friday, making history in the sports betting industry, a family affair. Guys, two families, one show. Ralph and Jeff Michaels, Joe and Dion D'Amico. It was a huge success last Friday. Tune into that this Friday. We're going to have a lot of fun, but give you out great content. We crushed it with our games that we released on the show. Watch it this week. Don't make any of your football bets without us. Also, guys, starting this Thursday, college and pro football forecast shows are going to begin. Oh, my God. I've been waiting months for this. I know you have too. Tune in to all these free content shows over at SportsMemo's YouTube channel. I promise you, tons of free winners, tons of great insights, and a few laughs too. Now, without any further ado, we've got three big roundtable games to go into. So, the first game, interleague action. Cubs travel to the Rogers Center. They face the Blue Jays in game one of this series currently. Let me try that again. Currently, those Hooked on Phonics books that Jesse sent me did not arrive yet. Currently, Toronto owns a wild card spot, but by just a hair, they need to get some wins in the plus column. I'll tell you that. Coming off a 3-game sweep at the hands of Los Angeles Angels, they got outscored, guys, 22-3. They must turn it around here. Will they do it? Will they do it? Will they do it? Let's start with Jesse. Schule, Jesse, Cubs at Blue Jays. Toronto, 240, 9/20. Floor is yours, buddy.
Well, Joe, after the Blue Jays lost 3 straight at home to the Angels, I might have to take my Blue Jays jerseys and stoke the fire with them. I'm about ready to bail on this Blue Jays team, but they are a big favorite here against the Cubs, and it does actually look like a favorable matchup for them. The Cubs are sending Javier Assad to the mound. It's just his second major league start. He walked 4 and gave up 4 hits in 4 scoreless innings in his debut, but that would appear to be a little bit lucky to me when you put 8 runners on base in the first 4 innings and you come away unscathed. I think you're a little lucky. Jose Berrios goes for the Blue Jays, 6-1 with a 4.10 ERA in 12 home starts. Berrios, the Blue Jays have given him a lot of run support. He does give up a fair amount of runs himself. He's got an ERA over 5 in his last 5 starts. This isn't a game that I would love to bet on by any stretch of the imagination, but if I had to force out a play, I'd probably look at the total. The Jays have gone over in 7 of their last 9 interleague games. It's not really a stellar pitching matchup here. I expect both teams to put a few runs on the board, so I'm going to put a lean on the over 9.
Sports fans, Jesse the Body Schule, a perennial leaderboard fixture over at SportsMemo, says not crazy about the game, but if he's got to play it, a lean on over. Great stuff, as usual, what we come to expect from you, Jesse. Guys, after this show, go follow Jesse with some of these great SportsMemo customer appreciation discounts. You'll be following him to the bank. Let's go to the Southern Assassin, Rocky Atkinson. Rocky, floor is yours. Cubs at Blue Jays, Toronto 240, 9 over 20. Take it away.
Yeah, I have to agree with a lot of what Jesse said there. Javier Assad, he starts for the second time this year for the Cubs. He had 4 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts in his first start, where he lasted 4 innings. His WHIP 2.00. Jose Barrios 6-1 with a 4.10 ERA at home this year. The Cubs are allowing 5.9 runs per game in the last 7 games overall, where they're allowing opposing teams a combined .313 batting average. Cubs are 8-22 the last 30 interleague games, and they're 3-9 their last 12 games against American League East Division. Toronto's 7-1 their last 8 interleague games at home against teams with a losing record, and Toronto's 7-1 the last 8 games against right-handed starters. They're also 41-16 their last 57 home games against teams with a losing record. And I do have a super situation here. Play against road underdogs on the run line with a bad bullpen that blows 38% or more of their save opportunities after a game where the bullpen was rocked for 6 or more earned runs. That situation is 40-8 over the last 5 seasons, including 5-0 this year. And that's we're going to recommend a small play on Toronto on the run line here.
Sports fans, Rocky Atkinson, perennial leaderboard fixture over at SportsMemo, says small lean. Toronto run line, great stuff. Rocky, we had a little technical difficulties over the last few seconds. Sorry about that. We overcame it. We keep trudging on. Guys, 2 more roundtable games and then the best bet segment. So our second game, guys, big National League matchup. Phillies own a wild card spot, winning 6 of their last 7 coming into this game. They face a Diamondbacks team they have defeated 5 of the last 6 overall meetings. But, guys, the drama thickens. They're 0-5 the last 5 in Arizona. I'm interested to see what our panelists have to say about this game. Jesse, the body, Schule, Phillies at Diamondbacks, Philadelphia, 188.5 over 120. Take it away.
Well, Joe, at first glance, the Diamondbacks swept the White Sox in Chicago. They come back home. Looks like they got some momentum. But I think they might be in for a letdown here. They're facing a Phillies team that's won 6 of their last 7. Ranger Suarez will go for the Phillies. He's 1-0 with a 2.03 ERA in his last 5 starts. And he is a guy who is a lot better on the road than he is at home. 6-1 with a 2.41 ERA and 11 road starts. And you got Mad Bum going for Arizona. And Mad Bum has been rocked lately. He's allowed 5+ runs in 5 straight starts. He's an older guy. It's coming around the end of the year. That arm could be a little bit tired. I don't like the looks of Mad Bum right here, especially against a Philly lineup that's really hitting the ball. Philly is 11-4 in their last 15 road games. Arizona's lost 4 of their last 5 home games. I like Philly here, despite the big price. I feel comfortable backing the road favorite. You're muted, Joe.
Sorry, guys. I apologize. Sports fans, a fixture on the Sports Memo leaderboard. Jesse Schule says he likes Philly no matter, even though the price is a little bit high. He's doing great work. Multiple sports at Sports Memo. Follow him. You will follow him to the bank. And like I said in the as I prefaced this game, this is a big matchup. Although Philly has been winning, they've been red hot. They have problems in Arizona, and that's why I felt I needed to listen to both Jesse and Rocky because my opinion. I had an argument for both sides here. Rocky Atkinson, Phillies at Diamondbacks, Philadelphia, 180, 8.5 over, -120. The floor is yours, buddy.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I agree with Jesse here again on this one. Ranger Suarez, just like Jesse said, he's been good on the road. He's 8-5 with a 3.37 ERA overall, but his road numbers are way better. 6-1 with a 2.41 ERA on the road. And he has a 1.83 ERA his last 3 starts. Madison Bumgarner, 6-13, 4.53 ERA overall. He's 0-3 with a 8.47 ERA his last 3 starts. Arizona's 1-6 this year after 3 or more consecutive wins. Just like Jason said, they're coming off the sweep of the White Sox there. They're 46-104 their last 150 games against teams with a winning record. They're 1-4 the last 5 home games. They're 0-4 the last 4 games against the National League East Division. Philadelphia 4-0 the last 4 games after allowing 5 runs or more in the previous game. They're 9-1 the last 10 road games against teams with a losing record. and they're 7-1 the last eight games against left-handed starters, and they're 5-1 the last 6 meetings overall in this series. I don't like laying a lot of juice like this, so I think we got it 180 here, but I'm kind of a little bit nervous about the run line here, so I'm going to recommend small play on Philadelphia on the money line.
Sports fans, Rocky Atkinson says he recommends a small play on Philly on the money line. Good stuff, Rocky. Always good stuff. You always bring it as entertaining as you are informative. A perennial leaderboard fixture at SportsMemo. Go follow Rocky after the show. $9 Mondays plus last season NFL documented over 70%. Go follow him for a great customer discount, customer appreciation discount. Rocky Atkinson, big news. Love it. Great stuff. Sports fans, 2 roundtable games down, 1 to go. That our best bet segment. Our last roundtable game, huge NL West showdown. Giants 7.5 games back of a wild card spot with just 36 games left in the season, in the regular season. They get a shot at not 1 but 2 teams this series and the following series. 2 teams that are ahead of them, Padres and Phillies. San Diego right now, 3rd wild card spot. 1.5 games ahead of Milwaukee and need to widen that cushion, guys. Neither San Diego nor San Francisco is killing it against division opponents. I need to know what Jesse and Rocky have to say about this game. Jesse, Padres at Giants, San Fran, 135, 7 over, minus 125. The floor is yours.
Thanks, Joe. There seems to be a lot of negativity in San Diego right now, especially since the Fernando Tatis suspension. You got the struggles of Josh Hader. The Padres are just 5-7 in their last 12. The Giants aren't doing that swell either. They lost 6 of 8 on their last road trip, but they're back home, and Carlos Rodon is on the mound, and he is lighting it up. He's 4-0 with a 1.44 ERA in his last 5 starts. He is 6-1 with a 1.86 ERA in 11 home starts, and he appears to be one of the favorites for the Cy Young this year. Clevenger goes for San Diego. He's been kind of mediocre, 2-2 with a 4 ERA in his last 5 starts. Neither team's really lighting it up, but with this pitching matchup for San Francisco, a guy like Rodon that can go 7, 8, maybe even go the distance here, and he routinely gets double-digit strikeouts. It's hard not to take that team at this price. 135 with San Francisco seems like a steal to me.
Sports fan Jesse the Body Schule says 135 San Fran is a good deal for him. He's doing great work on this show, every show he contributes to for his family show. We're going to get him on the football show this upcoming week or next week for sure, because we know that you want Jesse's free releases in both college and pro football. Guys, we got to go to Rocky Atkinson. Padres at Giants. San Fran 135, 7 over, minus 125. Rocky, take it away.
Again, I'm agreeing with Jesse here on this one with the back in San Francisco here. Carlos Rodon, he's been great this year. 12-6, 2.81 ERA overall, 6-1 with a 1.86 ERA at home, 2-0 with a 1.89 ERA his last 3 starts, and he's 1-1 with a 1.80 ERA in his 2 career starts against the Padres here. San Diego's 2-5 last 7 road games against left-handed starters. San Diego's 1-5 last 6 games against a starter with a whip of less than 1.15. San Francisco 5-2 last 7 home games, and they're 5-2 last 7 home games against right-handed starters. And I have another super situation here for this game. Play on all teams with the money line as plus 125 to minus 125. They're a cold hitting team. They're batting 190 or worse over the last 3 games with a hot bullpen whose ERA is under 3 the last 10 games. This situation's 143 and 77 the last 5 years, has 65% winners, including 28 and 11 this year. So I'm recommend a play on San Francisco here.
Sports fans of the Southern Assassin, wanted for killing bookmakers, Rocky Atkinson. Play on San Fran. He's doing great work over at SportsMemo. Go follow him. Those customer appreciation discounts, saving you money just as good as making money. Guys, don't go anywhere. The most exciting portion of the show, the best bet segment. It is Monday. We're going to get you paid $9 Mondays at SportsMemo. Let's go to Jesse Schule. Jesse's going to tell you what he's excited about on the premium side today and over the next few days over at SportsMemo. And he's got a big best bet for you. Jesse, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Joe. I am excited about football season. I was 8-2, 80% with NFL preseason. Got off to a winning start with my only play in college football this weekend. And I do have a non-conference game of the year going this weekend upcoming. I am looking at the New York Yankees. This is for you, Joe. Looks like the Yankees got their stuff together. We're not allowed to say that other word, I guess. They did win 6 straight before dropping back-to-back games in Oakland. They look to get back on track here in LA. You got Frankie Montas going for the Yankees. He is 0-1 with a 2.35 ERA in 2 starts against the Angels this season. He struck out 6, allowing 2 runs on 6 hits in 5 2/3 innings in a win over the Mets in his last start. You got Jose Suarez going for the Angels. He's allowed 6 runs on a dozen hits in 10 2/3 innings, losing his last 2 starts to Seattle and Tampa Bay. The Yankees are 7-3 in their last 10 at LA. The Angels are a woeful 11-28 in their last 39 home games, and the Angels lead the major leagues in strikeouts per game. That's not a stat that you want to own. The Angels are just a bad team, and I don't believe they can beat the Yankees here. I'm going to lay the juice and bet on New York.
Sports fans, Jesse Schule's best bet for today's card. The Yankees laying the juice. The world champion New York Yankees. Throw that in for you, Jesse. That's just for you. Guys, he's doing great work, and one of his best sports is coming up, documented over the last few years, quite a few years. Jesse Schule crushes it in football. You know, he crushes it on the free plays here on these shows, and if his free plays make you money, what do you think his premium plays are going to do for you? Go follow Jesse. Guys, Rocky Atkinson, Southern Assassin. He's got a best bet for you as well. He's going to give you some things that he's doing on the premium side today and over the next few days at SportsMemo. And then his best bet. Rocky, the floor is yours. A little technical difficulty, guys. We'll come back to Rocky in a second. You know what? I'll take this opportunity to give out my best bet, if you don't mind, guys. Sports fans, once again, this season, I finished top the leaderboard in NFL preseason action. Over the last 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, all over every sport leaderboard over at SportsMemo. Last 30 days tops in winning percentage. I'm not here to give you action. I'm here to give you winners. I did pass on the premium side tonight. Baseball card I thought was a little tough today, but over the next few days, some projected pitching matchups absolutely love. There will be at least 1 or 2 5-unit, maybe even a 10-unit plays to close out the month. So let's go to my best bet for today's show. Let's go to Lone Depot Park, Game 4 of the series between the Dodgers and the Marlins. Los Angeles has taken 2 of 3 so far in the series to extend their dominance over Miami, winning 6 of the last 7 overall matchups. The Dodgers, they own the best record overall in the majors. They're sitting atop the NL West with a comfortable cushion, 19.5 game lead in the division. A very comfortable cushion, guys. Basically, the Marlins, I'm sorry, Marlin fans, sorry, people of Miami, they're horrible. Absolutely horrible. No matter what you look at statistically, this team possesses some of the ugliest numbers in all of baseball. They're one of the poorest teams in the NL at home. They sport a 26-35 record in their house this season. This includes a 7-19 mark, the last 26 at Lone Depot Park. Tony Gonsolin, Pablo Lopez, their scheduled starters here today, guys. This is an amazing matchup, amazing situation for Gonsolin. Gonsolin, one of the most dominant pitchers in baseball, with an amazing 16-1 record, an anemic ERA of 2.10 over his last 3 turns, 3-0, 0.96. And when he travels, the right-hander is perfect this season, going 7-0 with a 2.66 ERA on the road, making a strong case for this year's Cy Young Award, seriously adding to his motivation here today for sure. It is amazing. I love him today. Lopez, 8-8 with a 3.66. And believe it or not, he is much stronger away than he is at home. In Miami, the right-hander 3-4 with a 4.36 ERA this season. I like this team on the run line today. LA, it is a winner to start off your week. Take it to the bank, guys. Let me bring Jesse back. Rocky had some technical issues. I'm sorry about that. Let's do this, guys. Rocky, let me give out. Well, I can't lower my voice to match even Rocky's inflection at all, but here Rocky's coming back in a second, guys. Let's get Rocky back on. Rocky, a little technical difficulty, adds to the charm of the show. We love you, buddy. Guys, Rocky's doing great work at SportsMemo. He's going to tell you what he's excited about on the premium side and give you his best bet for Monday. Rocky, take it away.
Thank you, Joe. Sorry about that. Little technical difficulties here. I am passing on a short card here on Monday. I am off a top Major League Baseball winner yesterday with Seattle. I'll have my college football plays loaded probably by tomorrow for the weekend. Documented 61% last year with my college football regular season picks. And I also cashed 70% last year with all my NFL plays. So looking forward to another big football season this year. For the best bet for the show, I'm looking at St. Louis Cincinnati matchup here tonight. Playing St. Louis on the run line here. Miles Michaelis is 10-10 with a 3.35 ERA overall, 2-1 with a 2.38 ERA his last three starts. Chase Anderson's going to be making his first start of the season for Cincinnati tonight. St. Louis is a very good 20-6 so far in August this year. St. Louis 55-18 last 73 games as a road favorite of minus 175 or more. They're 6-2 their last 8 road games, 36-15 their last 51 road games against teams with a losing record. Cincinnati, on the other hand, 24-55 their last 79 games against teams with a winning record. They're 1-5 the last 6 home games after a road trip of 7 or more days. They're 8-25 this year on the run line against National League teams that allow 4 runs or less per game this season. Signed for the last 13 meetings overall in this series. I'm going to recommend playing St. Louis on the run line in this one.
Sports fans, Rocky Atkinson, the Southern Assassin, perennial leaderboard fixture at SportsMemo, says take St. Louis on the run line. Guys, go follow Rocky after the show. We do apologize for these technical issues. It happens. Bring charm to the show. And I just got an update while we were on the show. Gonsolin is out today. He is injured. From what I'm seeing right now, my producer Chris just told me that Michael Grove is going to start the game. Wow. That's a little bit of a difference between starting pitchers. Guys, here's the deal. The line will probably move because of this. Reflect the pitching change for sure. I don't want to give it out exactly, but I will tell you this. The way the Dodgers are playing, the way that their opponent is playing today, I will tell you, I will still go Dodgers because I don't expect Michael Grove to pitch too many innings. It's a lean right now. Things do change. You know that information is the most important thing in this business. So we just wanted to give you an update on that. I still like them. The line will reflect it, how far down it goes. If it comes in, I doubt it's going to be under $2. But if it comes in 160, 170, you might go money line. But I would still stay with the Dodgers today. Guys, it's about it. It's time to wrap it up and go home for Monday. Thank you for dealing with some technical issues, but we drudge through everything here. My friends, be sure to tune in every weekday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, to this show, Full Count. That's our betting coverage show. We come to you live. We give out free winners, special guests each and every day. Also, go to SportsMemo after the show. Take advantage of those great customer appreciation discounts. And, guys, it is $9 Monday. Your favorite capper or cappers, $9. I'll play one more item this Thursday. The College and Pro Football Forecast will start. And Friday morning, once again, the Family Affair Show. A lot of excitement with the fall content here at Sports Memo. My friends, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss any of that content. On behalf of Sports Memo, Jesse and Rocky, my friends, this is Joe D'Amico. Good luck and have a winning day.